Delaware Park. 7 yards to go. The mask is going to be an easy winner. Going into the wire. The mask is a winner. That's lucky bad, but politely on the outside, now racing into the lead. Delaware Park.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Racing from Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at our third day of racing in this new calendar in 2018, and our first Saturday of the meet. I'm Rich Glazier, and I'll be your host here for the next half hour, and I hope you remember to wait till 10 o'clock to watch, because for years and years and years and years we were on at 7:30, but now Saturday night show at 10, every other night at 11. Hey, if you watch the weathermen all week, they called for, if you're watching me for the first time, let me just give you a little preamble here. Don't listen to the weatherman. Here, it's as blunt as I can be. As you know, they called for rain all day today, and it did not rain through the first 8 races that we had today. We only had 8 races. Somebody told me it rained right after the races were over, but who cares? So that's a good time to rain. Give the turf a little water and then dry up for Monday. So anyway, again, the weathermen were wrong. They called for rain throughout the day, and we had no rain. However, it did rain early this morning, evidently, because we were off the turf. But the main track was fast, and it was fast all day long. So we had 8 races. I believe 6 of them were distance races. So that'll give us our money's worth of watching the races today here at Delaware Park. So I guess we can get started. If we have time at the end of the show, we'll show you one of those turf stakes races at Penn National to give you your turf fix for the night. But right now, let's look at the field for the opener. And there they are. A field of 7 going once around the oval. It's a 1-mile main track. So they'll start just to the left of the finish line and then finish at the finish line. So 1 mile they go. Looks like the favorite was the opening remark. And the announcer is John Curran. And here's his call.
And they're off in the opener. Sakaru breaks well on the outside, quickly being hustled up between horses. Opening remark is vying for the lead, has company on the inside from Mr. McGoey, and Junction also right there. 4 across the track into that first turn. Behind them, it's Kinder on the far outside of Fleet Domination, and your trailer is Word on the Street as they make their way around the first turn. Mr. McGoey toward the inside. Junction up on the outside are now going at it stride for stride. 2 lengths off the pace now. That is Opening Remark. Kinder moves up toward the inside of that one, up on the far outside of Fleet Domination, followed by Sakaru as they make their way down the back stretch. Opening quarter went in 24-1, and on the front end it's Junction on the outside now, clearing off by about 3 parts of a length over Kinder, who moves up on the outside, quickly going after that one. And far outside, it's Opening Remark also making an early bid, as Mr. McGoey quickly dropping back then to Fleet Domination and Sakaru as they make their way into the turn. Half went in, 48-3. They've got under a half mile to go. On the front end, it's Junction by a half over Kinder. Opening Remark is still a close-up third. 2 lengths to Sakaru, followed by a Fleet Domination as they make their way into the turn. Then comes Word on the Street alongside, and now far back to Mr. McGoey, who fades from the scene. Quarter to go, and Junction to catch. They've gone the 6 and 13 and 3, heading for home. It's Junction pulling clear by 3.5. Up on the outside, trying to kick it in. Opening Remark once again. Kinder is there between horses, down to the inside, Sakaru. But all alone on the front end is Junction. Put this field away and is heading right to the winner's circle. It's going to be Junction to take the opener for Angel Cruz. Wins it by about 6 lengths. Opening Remark second best, followed by Kinder.
Angel Cruz, guys, cruises home on a 3-horse Junction for Kenny Cox. And the owners, Bonicelli Racing, Matt Spencer, and Phantom Star Stable. $14, $560, $420. Opening Remark with Pinnell, $340, $260. Kinder with Cedeno, $5. Exacta 41. Try $260, $260. Super with the 7, 4:13:30. So the first race is in the books. And what do we do next? We turn the page and find race number 2. And there's the field. Now this one scratched down to 4 horses. Scratch the 1, the 1A, and the 4. So it's just 4 of them. We're going to compete here at 1 mile and 70 yards.
In there, off. For the outside, that's San Cristo easily crossing over and getting that lead. Down toward the inside, Fearless Majesty racing second, followed by Horseshoe Harbour and Super Knight as they make their way into that first turn. Going to dictate that tempo is San Cristo, going along at a rather easy pace there. Leads it by a clear 2 lengths over Fearless Majesty. Up on the outside, that's Horseshoe Harbour, and Super Knight is the trailer. No one's really asking much of the horses right now as they make their way around the first turn, and you'll see the opening quarter in 24 and 3 reflecting that as they straighten away. San Cristo by a length. Fearless Majesty moves off the rail in between horses. Up on the outside, that is Horseshoe Harbour. Then a gap of 2.5 to Super Knight the trailer as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. Still an easy tempo being set by San Cristo with Fearless Majesty, and up on the outside Horseshoe Harbour all within about 1 3/4. Then a gap of over 3 lengths to Super Knight the trailer. Half goes in 48 and 3, half mile to go. San Cristo on the front end leads it still by a good length and a half now. Fearless Knight is chasing. Up on the outside, it is Horseshoe Harbour, and far back to Super Knight the trailer as they make their way around the bend. It's San Cristo on the front end. Fearless Majesty continues to give chase. Then a gap of 3.5 lengths further back to Horseshoe Harbour, and far back to Super Knight. Well off the rail is San Cristo as they head for home. Has a contender now. On the outside, Fearless Majesty trying to make it a 2-horse race. It's San Cristo, Fearless Majesty bearing down on the outside. These two are going to fight it out. San Cristo trying to fend off Fearless Majesty. Fearless Majesty on the outside, 6 ahead in front, and Fearless Majesty will prevail. Fearless Majesty by almost a length over San Cristo. Horseshoe Harbour got third.
And Fearless Majesty was fearless today for Yomar Ortiz, Wayne Potts, Turn It Up a Notch Racing. $5, $2.60 no show. San Cristo with Marin, $2.20. The exacta $9.20. There was no try. There was no super, and the double, $44.40. 2 races in the books as we move to the third. Now this one was originally scheduled for the turf, but transferred to the main track. Distance stays at 1 mile and 70 yards. Scratch the 3, 8, 10, and 13. So the field hung in there pretty good. Still have a big size field despite being taken off the grass. Main track is fast, and I think they're in the gate and ready to go.
In there, off. Pretty good start for them all. Pop Rocks Lady toward the inside. Nailed to moves up on the outside. So who's back is there. Bella Parina between horses now edging to the lead as they race into that first turn. Bella Parina, Pop Rocks Lady has the rail. Up there 4 wide, it's Nailed It. Right there is Viserion as they make their way around the bend toward the inside Imaginable with the rail. Next in line, that's Degrees of Freedom as they make their way around that first turn. Bella Parina leads it by 2. That's Viserion chasing in second. Opening quarter goes in 23 and 4. Then a length further back to Nailed It, moving up on the outside. Pop Rocks Lady is there with Imaginable right there between horses. Then it's a gap of about 3.5 lengths further back to Ivania toward the inside. Degrees of Freedom. Up on the outside, it's Myrtle, followed by Los Arcos, and the trailer is Ivania. They race toward the half-mile marker on the front end. It's Bella Parina, joined now by, up on the outside, Viserion. Far outside, Nailed It. Those 3 across the track. Then comes Imaginable racing in 4th, followed by Pop Rocks Lady. Right alongside that, So Who's Back into the bend. Bella Parina regains a slight advantage over Nailed It. Viserion is right there, and Imaginable. Those 4 are all within about a half a length as they race around the turn. Then 5 lengths to Pop Rocks Lady, has to do more. So Who's Back and Los Arcos around the bend. Imaginable strikes to the front. quickly opens up a length on the field as they turn for a home. Toward the inside, Nailed is trying to battle back with that one. Then a gap of 3 lengths to Viserion. And the center of the track, it's Imaginable, drawing away by a length and a half over Nailed It. 4 lengths further back to Viserion. On the outside, it is So Who's Back. Late run from Myrtle, but it's going to be Imaginable. Augusto Marin to win this one by 2.5. Nailed It getting second. Tight for third with Myrtle on the outside.
And it was Imaginable winning it for Augusto Marin and Victor Carrasco Jr. $6, $3.20, $2.80. Nailed It with Yomar Ortiz, 9 even, $5.20. So Who's Back with Jesus Bracho, $5.40. Exacta, $100.40. Try 880.80, double 23.60. Pick 3, 82.40. And the Super with the 14, 2,838.90.
Claims!
Yeah, there was a claim. Ivania went to trainer Tim Ritchie. It's the only claim of the day. By the way, the owner of Imaginable was Victor Carrasco Jr., owner, trainer. All right. To the fourth we go. And the fourth was the first sprint of the day at 5.5 furlongs. Here's the field. And there you see 7 names. The colored saddlecloth numbers on the left. In other words, red is always number 1, yellow is always number 4. Then the jockeys' names, and then the final odds. And as we see, there were 2 2-to-1 shots, the 3 and the 5. One of them had more money than the other, but this doesn't tell you which one. So without any further ado, here's the fourth.
And they're off. Even start for them all. Sweet Tandy, La Luvia break well, go right for that lead, and La Luvia to the front by a neck. Up on the outside, Team O'Connor Place racing in third. Far outside, St. Therese. Inside of that one is Southern Christmas. Next in line, the Blues Dancer, and Selling Stones is your trailer as they pass the half-mile marker. They race into the turn, and Timuquana Place now opens up a length, 2 lengths on the field. Charging up on the outside, Southern Christmas after that one in second, now followed by La Luvia and Sweet Tandy. St. Therese next in line, then comes the Blues Dancer, and Selling Stones continues the trail as they race around the bend. Timuquana Place in front by 4 lengths over Southern Christmas. Toward the inside, it's La Luvia. Then comes Sweet Tandy on the inside as they head for home. They've got Timuquana Place to catch, and she has it by almost 5. They're battling for the balance right now with Southern Christmas, La Luvia. On the far outside, a late rally from Selling Stones, but it's all Timuquana Place to win this one. Timuquana Place and and winning jockey Angel Suarez wins it by about 5. Southern Christmas getting second.
And there you see the winner was Timuquana Place. Angel Suarez notching another victory. This one came up from the fairgrounds. They do well wherever they end up. And Victor Carrasco Jr., the trainer, his second win of the day. This one owned by GLA Stables, LLC. 640, 460, 240. Southern Christmas with Pablo Rodriguez, 440, 240. Selling Stones with Cedeno, 240. Exacta 29.40, try $49. The double 19.80, the pick 3, 26.20. The pick 4, the first one of the day, we have 2, 177.20. And the superfecta with the 6, $80.60. On to the fifth we go, and this one also was going to be a turf race, but transferred to the main track. Distance stays at 1 mile and 70 yards. Scratch 3, 4, 5, and 9. 6 to 5, we had 2 6 to 5 shots, the 6 and the 7. Here's John Curran with the action.
And they're off. Bridget's Big Lovey between horses. Nate's Tizzy right there up on the outside, vying for the lead, followed by Spite's Hill, and down along the rail, that's Indebted. Next in line, that's Winter Ride and Monkey's Metal, bringing up the back of the pack as they race into that first turn. Well off the rail, Bridget's Big Lovey leads it by about a length and a half. Next in line, that is Nate's Tizzy, settling off the leader now as they make their way around that turn. Then a gap of about 3.5 lengths further back to Spite's Hill. Toward the inside, that's Indebted. Winter Ride up on the outside of Monkey's Metal, about 7 lengths top to bottom as they straighten away. Opening quarter went in 23-1. Honest Tempo being set on the front end. Bridget's Big Lovey by a length. Right there, Nate's Tizzy is a close-up second. Then a gap of about 3.5 lengths still to Spite's Hill in third, followed by Winter Ride up on the outside of Indebted. And Monkey's Metal continues at the back, still about 6 or 7 from top to bottom. Half in 46-4. Continue with a solid tempo. That's Bridget's Big Lovey into the turn by a length. Next in line, that's Nate's Tizzy still stalking in second. Then a gap of about 4 lengths further back to Spite's Hill. Up on the outside, Winter Ride trying to kick it in, Indebted toward the inside, and Monkey's Metal. It's still a 2-horse affair with 3/8 to go. Bridget's Big Lovey by almost 2 lengths now. Nate's Tizzy continues to chase, but not chopping the margin. 6 lengths further back to Winter Ride as they head for home. Bridget's Big Lovey to catch. They went the 6 in 1:11-3. Bridget's Big Lovey in front still by 2. Nate's Tizzy's trying but can't close in. Then a gap of 4 more lengths to Winter Ride, who's clearly third. And on the outside, a late run from Monkey's Metal, but it's Bridget's Big Lovey from gate to wire. Bridget's Big Lovey and Mario Pino will get the win by 3.5. Nate's Tizzy getting second.
Yeah, the
Monkey's Metal.
familiar riding of Mario Pino, Super Mario, back in the Winner's Circle at Delaware Park. He's been away for several years, riding up at Presque Isle. Nice to have Mario back in the jockey colony, and he notches another win, over 6,000 career wins for Mario. Michael Charles Arrow for Bing Cherry Racing. 460, 240, 220. Nate's Tizzy with Cedeno, 260, 220. Monkey's Metal with Marin, $3. Exacta 1040 the try, 30-20 the double, 17. Pick 3, 2280. And Super, 3130. On to the 6th. Don't forget, next Saturday, the Belmont Stakes, as Justify goes for the Triple Crown. So you can either bet on him or bet against him, but you can bet him here at Delaware Park. All right, back to Saturday, this Saturday, race 6, another distance race. And again, 2 2-to-1 shots, the 5 and the 6. And they're going 1 mile and 70 yards in this one.
And they're off. That's High Multiple breaking well. Up on the outside, it's Best Offer and Uncle Woodrow. Those 3 vie for the lead. Royal Marin is next in line, followed by Thornton, and Abdar is at the back. As they make their way into that first turn, Best Offer on the inside, Uncle Woodrow on the outside, square off together. Then a gap of about 3 lengths further back, the High Multiple settles nicely in the third. Royal Marin toward the outside, on the inside, Thornton, and at the back of the pack continues to be Abdar. Opening quarter goes in 23-1 as they reach the back stretch. Best Offer on the inside, Uncle Woodrow on the outsider, still heads apart, still about 3.5 lengths to High Multiple. A gap of 4 more to Royal Marine. Up on the outside, Abdar moving up, and now Thornton has dropped back to last, about 7 lengths off the lead as they approach the half-mile marker. Best Offer on the inside, Uncle Woodrow on the outside, still head-to-head. Now it's only 2.5 lengths to High Multiple. Abdar moves up on the outside of Royal Marine. Then a gap of 2 more lengths to Thornton, the trailer. They cut the half in 47 seconds flat into the turn. It's Best Offer still being pursued. Now has a lot of company. Here comes Abdar circling up there 3 wide along with High Multiple. Those two go right on by Best Offer. Royal Marine moves up on the inside. Uncle Woodrow's thrown in the towel, and the trailer continues to be Thornton as they move around the bend. It's High Multiple on the outside, Abdar. And to the far outside, trying to come back for more. Again, Best Offer, followed by Royal Marine as they turn for home. On the front end, High Multiple by 3 lengths. Royal Marine rallies. Best Offer is game on the inside of that one with a furlong to go. It's High Multiple in front still by 2.5. Royal Marine and Best Offer battling for second and third, but that's about it. It's going to be High Multiple to win this one under Barbacoa by about 3.5 lengths. Royal Marine edging out best offer for the place.
High multiple taking that one for Goa with Koa. Barbacoa for Jim Sergatis Jr. They're off to good starts. Crown Racing Stable, the owner. Big price here, $32.80, $12, 5 even. Royal Marine rallies for second with Jose Garcia, $5.60, $4.20. Best offer was Suarez, $3.60. Exacta, $188 even. The try, $530.60. Double, $93.20. Pick three, $136.50. Super with the three, $1,235.40. All right, 6 of them finished. On we go to the 7th, the lucky 7th, I hope it is for you. And this one at 1 mile, and scratch the 4. 4 was scratched. Odds-on favorite in here was the 2, Even Thunder. Here's John Kern with race 7.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Toward the inside, Name Changer, Even Thunder, Twocubanbrothersu up on the outside, also ranging up as they make their way into that first turn. We have 4 across the track. Only Believe in Luck has taken off the early tempo, it appears. On the inside, it's Even Thunder. Up on the outside, Final Prospect. Twocubanbrothersu will have to be rated off the pace today. Down toward the inside, Name Changer, and a gap of 4 more to the trailer, Believe in Luck. Opening quarter went in 24 seconds flat as they reached the back stretch. Now we have a threesome across the track as Twocubanbrothersu ranging up on the outside. Final Prospect is between horses, and Even Thunder has the rail. 2 lengths, Name Changer sitting in a pretty spot racing fourth, and about 7 more to Believe in Luck, the trailer, as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. Half mile to go. On the inside, Even Thunder. Between them, Final Prospect and Twocubanbrothersu. They're head to head to head. Right there, Name Changer still a patient fourth, and about 7 or 8 more to Believe in Luck. Half went in 47-2. Tempos quicken as they race into the turn. On the inside, it's still Even Thunder and Final Prospect. Twocubanbrothersu, 3 across the track. Name Changer still with a shot right there in fourth, far back to Believe in Luck. 4 of them with a shot with a quarter to go. On the inside, it's still Even Thunder, Final Prospect, and Twocubanbrothersu. And to make it a foursome, here comes Name Changer. 4 with a shot, a furlong to go. Pick one out. Even Thunder's hanging in there. Twocubanbrothersu. Name Changer's at the perfect setup there and taking advantage of it now. Here comes Name Changer roaring to the front. Perfectly ridden by Edwin Rivera. Wins it by 2.5. Even Thunder holds on to second over Twocubanbrothersu.
Nice patient ride there. Let the speed horses ding-dong it, and Name Changer comes and gets the money for Edwin Rivera for Alan Goldberg. Colts Neck Stable, LLC. $683, $210. Even Thunder with Mangali, $240, $210. Twocubanbrothersu, $220. Exacta, $1840. The try, $42.80. Double, $146.20. Pick 3, $154.40. Here's the pick 5 for $1, $1,924.80. And no soup for you in that race. Now that completes the 7 thoroughbred races, but we had an Arabian race. Another thing that makes Delaware Park unique. These are Arabian maidens, a lot of first-time starters. In fact, one of them was so nervous, threw the jockey in the post parade, ran away, and was a scratch. And that was number 4, Never Say Never. So check your tickets there. You got a late scratch with the 4. The even money favorite was FOXY or ROXY. 5.5 furlongs go the Arabians. Stay tuned. We're going to give you a turf race from Penn National after this.
And they're off. Ms. Dora breaks well, goes right for that lead. Campbell moves up on the inside quickly to challenge, followed by Marin toward the outside. Next in line, that's Omega. Your trailers down the backstretch are Andaka and FOXY ROXY. As they race toward the half-mile marker, it's Ms. Dora still in front by 3 parts of a length over Campbell. 3 lengths further back to Marin and Omega are side by side. And at the back of the pack, it's Andaka and FOXY ROXY. They're paired off as they race into the turn. Ms. Dora now opens up 2 lengths on the field. Here comes Omega charging in the second, followed by Marzan taking over at third. Dropping back, it's Kapaloo. Moving up on the outside, there goes FOXY, ROXY, and Andaka as they move around the bend with Ms. Dora now spurting clear. Opens up 3.5 lengths on Omega. It's another 4-length gap, 2 on the inside. Marzan, as they turn for home, it's Ms. Dora in command. They've got Ms. Dora to catch. Leads it by about 4 or 5 lengths. They're battling for second right now with Omega. Marzan toward the inside and FOXY, ROXY with a late move. But it's going to be Ms. Dora and Robert Paz to win this one in hand in the final 70 yards, romping to victory. Marzan getting second, followed by FOXY,
And
ROXY,
Ms. Dora
and Omega.
romps in the nightcap for Robert Paz. Danny Luck for Cindy Shiardi and Susan Willis. 12:20, 4:42, 41A. Marsane, 260, 210. FOXY, ROXY with Solis, 220. Exacta 29. Try 53.80. The double, the consolation double, $7. The real double, 33.80. Third 80. Consolation pick 3, 62.60. The real one, 924.20. Pick 4, 43, 432.50. The super, $89. All right, that takes care of the 8 races. Here's the handle on our first Saturday of the year, 644,736. All right, we're going to show you the Leafard Stakes from Penn National now. It was race number 4 on their great card they had tonight. Here's the action.